What's going on, guys? Today we are taking a look at Ressha Sentai ToQger Tokkyu-Oh. And this is not Tokyo, ToQ-Oh. These are the train bows that are in the show, or the Rainbow Line. Now, each one of these guys is obviously representative of one of the Rangers, and they also have a couple of gimmicks to them. We'll talk about those in a second. We have pink, blue, red, green, and yellow. It comes with one accessory, this being the signal gun sword. So you plug it in and it becomes a sword, or it can become a gun. Each one of these guys does have the ability to come apart from the rest of the actual train. So they split apart like that. Now this is a dual reason. Each one of these guys can then fold out and flip out little components that allow the train to form the Rainbow Line. So you can have a nice 1.2 meter train going, and I'll have a picture for you guys here on the screen here in a second. The other reason is you rip off the fronts of the trains, and these bits, these front parts, go into the morpher, the actual Ressha Sentai morpher. So you slide these bits into the morpher to do the morphing sounds. Because, well, if you didn't do that, you'd have that much of the train inside the morpher, and then that much of the train sticking off the back. Very, very silly, very, very funny. If you've watched the first episode of ToQger, you pretty much already know how this merge or gatai is going to go together. Well, first up, we're going to fix pink here. And pink goes over on this side, like that. So, starting off with red, blue, and green. These two guys will form together. There is a piece here that will actually attach and slide into green. So sandwich them together and slide green back. Same with blue. And those two, or three, merge together. And pink and yellow fold out the connector bits and just attach them in. And I like to attach them from the back and fold them forward because, as you see, they come off a kind of an angle. So it's better to go against that angle so you don't pop the joint. And then you have the, I like to call this the space train bow. It looks like honestly, it looks like a spaceship made of trains. Then to finish up the transformation, turn the fists, put out the green and blue, fold green and blue up to form the feet, then bring green and blue up at the other side, flip them up on top of themselves and then fold them back. Reds will collapse up to form the chest. This section will fold down. And then the back here will flip up and around. And then we open the doors for ToQ-Oh. When I originally saw ToQ-Oh in pictures, I was really worried that it wasn't going to be show accurate. But thankfully it is, for better or worse. I'm not going to lie, there is a lot of hate out there for this thing. There's a ton of hate out there for ToQ-Oh. But I want you all to consider something. The simplicity that we have going on here actually is quite interesting. There are little clips all over this thing. We've got clip points here, all along the back here, by the head, on the sides of the legs, on the bottom of the feet. Heck, he's even got a clip right here in his crotch. There are a lot of possibilities that ToQ-Oh is going to be able to open up. And I'm kind of looking at this guy like Gaim, the AC figures. I mean, all the AC figures are basically the same, but you drop fruit on them. I think we're going to get the same mindset here with ToQ-Oh, but with trains. So I'm really interested to see what we're going to have. It's already been announced that I think there are going to be 10 trains total thus far that we know about. So that leads me to believe that we're going to be getting a lot of different trains, and I'm going to try and get them all. But as you all know at the time of this recording, I'm expecting a baby in May, so I might not be able to get everything. One thing I didn't notice before, but just saw now that I find interesting, is there are clips on the top of blue and green. So that means that something is going to clip up there. I don't know what yet, but it might be cool. Now, I could not leave you guys without at least doing some kind of comparison from the old to the new. As you can see, Tokkyu-Oh is significantly smaller, bulk-wise, than Kyoryugen. Now, I absolutely love Kyoryugen. It is one of my all-time favorite Super Sentai-based Zords, we'll say. But Tokkyu-Oh, it's not bad. Plus, I love the theme of Taste the Trainbow. I mean, I love that joke that we've got going over at Toku Nation, so Taste the Trainbow, I definitely like that. And there's nothing really wrong with Tokkyu-Oh other than his proportions. I mean, his proportions are just a little bit too skinny for my taste in Super Sentai figures. I prefer the bulkier figures like Kyoryugen here. But that's not to say that this is bad. Most people, I don't know, most people really don't like this guy, but I kind of like him. But I think I like him from the standpoint of I see the possibilities of where this thing can go, as opposed to, hey, dinosaurs! Dinosaurs! Let's face it, dinosaurs will always trump trains. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video review of Ressha Sentai ToQger Tokkyu-Oh. I think we're in for a very interesting year with this series. I'm Spade of the Baltmatrix, and I'll catch you next time.